Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beatle Dustino, coming at you today with another video, and a video I'm quite late to the game on, but hey, we'll get it out there. So, of course, we're going to be talking about Now and Then, and the new expanded versions of the Beatles 1962 and 1966, and Beatles 1967 and 1970. Before we get started with that, I do want to thank all my subscribers, and thanks to any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And do hit the notification bell so you know when I got my next video coming out. And also, please give the video a like. It really does help out the channel. And do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. But let's get on with this next video. So yes, finally, we are getting the news we have been waiting for since, what was it, the end of July? With the new song. They've been leaking it for quite a while, and rumors upon rumors upon rumors, everything from the Red and the Blue album, which was right, to, and that was one of the original rumors too, so well, we should have just stuck with that, to Disney making a Pixar animated film and delaying it because of that. Yeah. That's why you haven't seen anything from me. I want to be solid on what I'm getting out here. So I kind of want to, I don't want to turn this channel into that. Not that I don't appreciate watching that on other channels. I just don't want to be delivering. It's hard enough getting a video out every week. 2 videos out I usually do every week, let alone getting every bit of breaking news out. So, but I love watching it. I love being into the rumor, but yeah, I'm not going to be one to add to it just because of time. I guess is my big thing. And that's why this is so late too, because I guess I had other videos planned and I've held them back long enough. So we got those out, and now I'm going to be putting this out. As you know, I don't record on the day of, so the day this is coming out, this will be Wednesday the 1st, which earlier today at some point, probably about the time this video is coming out, the documentary is going to come out. The little, I think it's like 12-minute documentary. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure I'm going to like it. I probably will have a little reaction thing. I might do a short, so be looking for that in my shorts. Today also, I might have a little short up, just kind of my thoughts and reaction on that. So look out for that. So that is coming out today, and we're going to talk Now and Then first, I guess, with everything. So the documentary on the making of Now and Then. Check that out on, I believe it's the Beatles YouTube channel that'll be on. So it should be out right now. Go check it out after you watch my video, or come back and watch my video and check that out first. I don't know, whichever way. There won't be any spoilers because I haven't seen it yet. But I will when you're seeing this. So, ooh, that's weird. And then tomorrow, Thursday the 2nd, we're going to see the single officially released and available to listen to. It will be streaming and Dolby Atmos, I believe. Both versions will be available streaming on that. Obviously, we're all going to be checking that out too. I don't know, I've heard kind of, here I'm going to add to the rumor thing, I've heard rumor there might be a video, but I don't know when that's going to be released, if that's going to be released on tomorrow with the release of the song or what, but be looking out for that. I'm hoping they do a video, because the Free as Bird and Real Love videos were really kind of cool, and this is just their next one, very delayed, I guess. And then in terms of physical media, that will be next Friday, the 10th. We're going to see all the physical media releases on it. There's quite a few variations here, so let's go through it. So we're going to have a cassette, which is only available at the Beatles store from what I've seen. So that is the only place you're going to find that, is online at the Beatles store. You won't find that anywhere else. There's going to be a 7-inch single. Speaking of the single, might as well mention the B side of it is going to be Love Me Do, which was their first UK single, their first song. I think it's rather appropriate. I've heard a few people say they're a little disappointed on this. I think it's really appropriate. Now and Then. So you got Now on the A side, flip it over to the B side for Then, which would be the first single. So the latest single, the last single, and the first single. Makes sense to me. I think that was a really good decision, and I believe it is going to be the single version. So Ringo is not on drums, he is on tambourine, however. Yeah, it will be the single version, but it's going to have a new 2023 stereo mix. So that will be unique to that. So yeah, of course we got the 7-inch vinyl. A side's going to have the Apple label, the B-side is going to have the red Parlophone label, which is really cool. A nice little touch. And I believe, I keep saying A and B, I believe it is a double A side. So for what that's worth, I guess, on that. So, but then there's a few more versions of the 7-inch. There's also a blue and white marble, which again is only available at the Beatles store, online at the Beatles store. Then there's also going to be a light blue 7-inch and a clear 7-inch, and the picture looks like it's white, but everything says it's clear, so I would go with that. Those are limited, but I've seen them everywhere from Amazon to You Discover Music, so forth and so on. So that those should be a little more readily available, but they're probably not going to be as available as the black standard 7-inch. So if you want those, pick them up. And I am going to go through what I've got towards the end of the video here and just some more thoughts on it here. Also, with the single here, we're going to have a couple versions of a 12-inch version, so just the standard 12-inch, and then there's also going to be a red 12-inch that is available in the US at Target stores. It will be a Target exclusive, and I believe Beatles Tone, thank you for letting me know this, it's going to be an HMV exclusive in the UK. Now the rest of the world, I'm not sure where you're going to be able to pick this up. I'm sure it's going to be available outside of the US and the UK. I just don't know the retailers, so just check. I'm sure it'll be a retailer exclusive, I'm sure. So whoever usually carries your kind of exclusives like that. And then I did see on the initial announcement that, within the first few hours of the announcement, they listed Walmart in the list of retailers you could go to, and it said 12-inch blue, and I remember I clicked on it and went and looked at it, and it was a 12-inch, and it was blue, a little different blue than the Red and the Blue album, as we'll get to later, but that was available, and now it's not. Now it comes up as a clear one. I think it's random when it comes up at Walmart, but for a brief moment there was a 12-inch blue one. I don't think if you would have ordered it, you probably wouldn't get it, because I don't think it exists. Let me know if you saw that too. I swear I saw it. I wish I would have taken a screenshot now. We'll add to the rumors here. I don't think it's really rumors. I think it did exist, but it's not happening is what I took it as. So, because I don't see anything anymore on it. Let me know if you also saw that too, because I feel in a way I'm going a little crazy too. I don't know. I'm excited to hear the song. Of course I'm going to be. I really loved Free as a Bird and Real Love. I really had a good time. That was right when I was becoming a Beatles fan. Those kind of ushered me in. I'd been really dabbling in the Beatles for maybe about a year or two before the anthology came out, so I was very new, very impressionable Beatles fan. And then the anthology comes out and just solidifies my fandom. And oh my God, I get 2 new songs in my new exploration of the Beatles. I kind of felt like in the mid-90s there, it kind of felt like the early 60s, I bet, to some people, where, I've just discovered this group, a group I was aware of, but just not, really immersed in their music as I was at that time. Yeah, that really set me off, and I've always had, Real Love and Free as a Bird have always had a real special place in my heart because of that. I kind of realized that it seemed like we got kind of ripped off. We had an Anthology 1, an Anthology 2, and an Anthology 3, but where was that third song on the third anthology? And, and this is the answer to it. This is what happened. It just, the technology wasn't there that they could make the tape work, and they shelved it, and I think it was probably a good idea. I hope tomorrow when I hear it, it's gonna have the impression that Free as a Bird and Real Love had on me. I think it will. Now being a very established Beatles fan, I mean, we're talking 30 years on now almost, and yeah, I think it's going to have a good moment for me. If you've read comments, if you've also got a channel, or if you've seen me commenting on other people's, you've kind of got the picture. I'm a little meh on this, and until I hear the song, I think I'm going to be. One thing that left me meh is the artwork. It's by Ed, is it Rocha? And I mean, I can see the artisticness of it. Yes, I get that, but it seems a little plain. Like, Free as a Bird had this really cool John Lennon drawing, and I think that was very appropriate for its cover. Real Love wasn't as original or whatever. The nice little apple heart instead of the apple, I guess. And, just an old picture of the guys there, a new old picture of them, because I'm sure it was out there, but not in that form. I kind of feel like we've really kind of lost out on this with just that lettering. Now the back, the reverse, I've noticed is really kind of cool. I wish that was the front, and then they put that on the back, but that would have been a little more, kind of in this vein. And I'm wondering if he did Ed there did that same on the back, if that was also him. So I don't know. And then another thing, as I'm going to say, as I've got my Free as a Bird and Real Love CD singles out here, no CD single of Now and Then. And that I kind of a little upset on, I guess, too. I guess we'll go through what I've got of Now and Then right now, at least pre-ordered. I'm skipping on a lot of it. I'm doing the blue and white marble, and that so far is the only thing I've pre-ordered. I am probably going to go to Target the day of on the 10th and go pick up the red 12-inch. That is probably going to be it. I'll probably keep an eye on the light blue and the clear. I'm very excited being a Beatles fan and very excited being a colored vinyl fan. Colored vinyl has been very lacking with the Beatles, and to see several variations of colored vinyl, and I feel like I kind of miss out if I don't collect at least the colored vinyl that's coming out on this. So I might, over time, if they're still available, maybe if the price goes down a little, pick up the light blue and the clear 7-inch. And if for some reason that blue 12-inch shows up at Walmart, I'll probably pick that up too. I don't think I'm going to pick up the black versions. Again, if the price drops dramatically on them, maybe, but I just don't see the sense of going nuts on this right now. I really, really thought about the cassette. I realized the symbolism of the cassette with everything. Of course, I had the announcement coming out and everything with the cassette, and then once the announcement was there, they had the name on it and everything. I kind of thought it was funny though, because I felt like they were trolling us, like with the rewind forward, because it looked like the tape was rewinding, but it was still going forward with where the tape was ending up. So I thought, and the colors too, that orange was very similar to the orange on rewind forward. So I thought, are they trolling us here? But yeah, anyways, I feel like I'm getting a little long-winded on Now and Then here, but I'm excited, and tomorrow I'm probably going to be even more excited. I might even put out a short tomorrow, just my reaction of the song, kind of what I felt. So be watching for that. I'm going to try to just kind of do that in shorts form and see kind of how it goes. Now, as for the Red and the Blue album, the expanded 2023 edition, I don't know how I feel on this. I think that's been part of my thing. I kind of wanted to just see maybe a new compilation come out with this, and big part of everybody's guessing on this, thoughts that they were hoping to see, was Free as a Bird and Real Love done up with the Mal technology to fix those up even further too. Yes, I think they sound great as they are, but I would like to hear an even clearer version of it, with especially John's aspect of it. I think part of it added to the charm in the 90s when they came out, but I think now in the 2020s we do got this technology that can pinpoint those vocals and those piano and all that, and make it crystal clear. I'd love to see those done up with that too. Never ignoring the original, but having a new, even fresher, clearer version of it. And I really wish that they would have been on there, some form of a compilation that would have those two on there, the new song, even name it Now and Then too, and maybe just have some songs that have been left off of compilations in the past, which is sort of what they did here. But yeah, let's go through it here. So it's going to be available starting on Friday the 10th, so next Friday. The physical media and streaming is all going to be all at the same time. There is going to be a Dolby Atmos version of it too, and that'll only be streaming, no physical version of that. The original Red and Blue albums came out in April 19th of 1973, so it is kind of celebrating the 50 years of the Red and the Blue album. So that's kind of cool. They're getting an updated, expanded, kind of remixed version 50 years on. A little late, but not by much, I guess. The CD first came onto the scene on looks like September 20th of 1993, so that would have been its 20th anniversary. Now we're doing the 50th, so I guess in a way we're doing the 30th of the CD, right? Hey, there we go. There was also the remastered version that came out on October 19th of 2010. The LP that would have accompanied the remaster didn't come out until 2014, and that, I believe, they used a totally different source, so it wasn't the digital remaster like would have been on the CD version of it. And I've heard that 2014 LP is one of the best sounding LPs of this. Of course, at one point too, there was one of the rare instances of colored vinyl. I believe it was 1978. There was a red and a blue colored vinyl version of this too, and that I've also heard is a pretty good sounding one. I believe you got to get the right country on it though, the right release country on that. Let's kind of go through some of the details here. I'll put the track list up. I'll maybe put it above me. You don't need to see my ugly face the whole time. It'll fit better on the screen that way. My ugly face. I'm really being nice to myself today, aren't I? But yeah, the Red album, and I'll have the track listing up there, is going to have 12 additional songs, so 38 songs total. The only thing that is an old mix is the stuff that was on Revolver. So that would be the 2022 stereo remix. Everything else is going to be the new 2023 stereo remix. So that will be the Red album. The Blue album's got 9 additional songs, and so 37 total tracks. This one, it goes all over the place. I got the list up there. It should show you what mix is what, so just pause it if you want to and kind of analyze it. This one contains obviously Sgt. Pepper's, the White Album, Abbey Road, Let It Be. So that's going to have the respective mixes from when those Super Deluxe anniversary packages got released on those. Those will be ranging from 2017, 2018, 2019, and it was 2021 for Let It Be. And then there's also some 2015 mixes on there, and that, I know a lot of those come from the Sgt. Pepper's one. They used a lot of 2015 mixes just from a couple years earlier. I believe that was from OnePlus. Did a couple of different mixes on when they did the videos on that, and that's where those I think are coming from. They'd had a pretty fresh stereo remix, and I think they just stuck with those, and again, they're just sticking with them now. And then the other songs, though, that haven't been on those packages yet, those are going to have the 2023 mix. So, and this also will contain Now and Then, which really throws off the title of 67 to 70. You know, I've heard a few people say, why didn't they just call it the Red and the Blue album? That's what most people call it anyway. I've never heard anybody just casually say, yeah, I'm going to go check out Beatles 1962 to 1966. It's always the Red album. I'm going to go pick up the Red album, not 62 to 66. Yeah, why they didn't just give it that, and then there's no questioning on why it's got whatever date on there, and then all of a sudden here's a 2023 release song. So, nice thing, CDs are still only 2 discs. I feel like the original Red and Blue album, when they came out on CD, they probably could have squeezed those onto 1 disc. So that's a little ridiculous. They've always been 2 discs. So thank God they're not going to overcharge us by putting a 3rd disc in and then saying, well, it's a 3 disc, so now it's $40 for the set. Yeah, it's just going to be 2 discs. Cool with the CDs, they've got the sequencing correct. So the Red and the Blue albums have always been, the tracks have went according to when they were released. So first to last on their respective albums there. This is going to carry on with that. They've just stuck in the additional tracks in order with the old sequencing on both of those. That's pretty cool. However, the records, they kind of cheaped out and just added the 3rd disc in there, and that's where the additional songs are contained, is on the 3rd disc. So I don't know, that's a little odd, but I wish they would have went, especially with the price that they're charging for this, went a little above and beyond and sequenced it all the right way. Of course, everybody's upset, no Free as Bird and Real Love. I've already kind of went through that. Another one that I've heard people discussing is Baby It's You. They've got every single on here except for Free as Bird, Real Love, and Baby It's You. That's kind of lacking, I guess, on that. Now, what you're going to be able to buy on the 10th or pre-order right now and for a week or so, a couple of weeks here now, is going to be, you can get it just in a standalone package. So you can get the Red album with the 3-disc LP in both standard black vinyl and limited edition red vinyl, or you can get the 2-disc CD on the Red album, and then the Blue album, the standalone, you can get the 3-disc LP again with the standard black and the limited edition blue, and the standard, well, it'll be the only way, the two CD set. So you can get those just standalone if you want to just get them on their own. You can also get a box set of both. They'll come with a nice little slip sleeve, so you'll get the 6-disc LP, standard black, or limited edition red and blue. Now the limited edition on this instant is not limited to the Beatles site like a lot of the Now and Then single stuff was. So this, though, I've only seen on the Beatles site and like UDiscover Music. You can get that any of those 3 places. So if you got some rewards points on UDiscover, there's where to go. I wish I would have thought of that when I got mine. I could have got a little knocked off. However, that made it, I can get something else. But anyways, moving on. So you can get also the 4 CD set for the CDs, 4-disc with the CD if you want to go that way. The one thing I'm kind of disappointed on that I noticed, and I haven't heard anybody else mention this, there is no book. I almost kind of look at this like we're skipping a year here. We've had Sgt. Pepper's in 2017. We had the White Album in 2018. We had Abbey Road in 2019. Obviously, we missed 2020 because of everything. Yeah, everybody knows what I'm talking about. So 2021 we had Let It Be. 2022 we had Revolver, and with that we got a nice book with, you know, your set there. I could see with the CD, because they are kind of keeping it kind of a package like this one that came out in 2010, just a little slip sleeve with the 2 CDs in there. I could see that, you know, you just get your booklet with the CD, and I did see the booklet is mentioned with the CD, that there is going to be a booklet with the CDs, but no book with the vinyl. And especially the price that they're charging for the vinyl, I really wish that they would throw in a hardcover book, just kind of maybe talking something. I'm sure there's something, talk about the songs, talk about, you know, the new mixes, talk about, you know, the original Red and Blue album. Just a nice little book to include with it, especially at the price that they're charging for these, because I mean, these aren't far off from those other sets I just mentioned, especially when you do the vinyl ones. Now, at least since Let It Be and Revolver, we've had a book with the vinyl sets, so, or at least a pamphlet of some sort with the vinyl, a booklet of some sort. So a little complaint there. Now, what I got for the Red and the Blue album, I did get the CD set, and I did get the 4 CD set, so the red and the blue together with the slip sleeve. There was where I used my you discover points when I figured out, oh yeah, I think I've got a couple of those points laying around yet. So I got a pretty good chunk knocked off of the price on that. So there we go. And then I also picked up the 6 LP, the red and the blue. I'm so excited for Beatles colored vinyl. I had to get the red and the blue. And one thing with this, I do not have a copy of the Red and the Blue album on LP. This will be my first Red and Blue LP, I guess. So eventually I'll probably pick up an original. I do probably want to get that 2014, the European release. I know Polygram Auction says that's one of the best sounding, and I probably will pick that up eventually. As of right now, I think I'll be pretty satisfied with the new 2023 Expanded Edition Red and Blue album. I know I'll probably feel a little better when I get it. I'm hoping that both on the CD and the LPs, that the box is a pretty sturdy, not flimsy cardboard like this one was, where now it's all beat up. I didn't own it originally, so if I owned it originally, it would probably look a lot better. But yeah, I I hope that, you know, it is a little thicker cardboard, kind of like the McCartney 1, 2, 3 was done. This was a nice thick cardboard on this, you can see there, and I'm hoping they kind of do a little box like that for the CD. But anyways, I feel like I'm getting a little long-winded on this, but yeah, it's going to be an exciting couple of weeks here. It's been an exciting week up to this point that you're seeing this video, and the next week leading up to, of course, the documentary coming out today, the single coming out tomorrow, available to listen to, and then the physical media on the single and the Red and the Blue album all coming out on next Friday, the 10th. So yeah, this is very exciting Beatles time. Like I said, I feel like I haven't been as excited as I want to be, and yes, I am kind of suffering through a little bit of a head cold right now, so that's why I sound maybe a little different, and probably my excitement level isn't quite there either, because I'm struggling a little. Luckily, I edit, so you're not going to see me blowing my nose and all that stuff throughout the video here. But anyways, I wanted to get this out. Yeah, I am excited, but I got to hear the song until I know truly how excited I'm going to be. And, you know, the new mixes on the Red and the Blue. So, of course, as I'm getting my stuff, I don't believe, being that I ordered it through Beatles and YouDiscover, all that, I got a feeling I'm not going to have it on Friday, the 10th. So I probably will have my Target exclusive red 12-inch single of Now and Then on the 10th. So be looking for that. I will probably have that out right away on the 10th. All excited, or at least maybe the Saturday, maybe I'll sit and listen to it, and then I can do a little review too, along with showing you it. You're going to be seeing so many other people's, maybe that's how I'll do mine, so I'm not jamming up the YouTube with my video too. It gets you a break. You have a break from a day, and then you can come and listen to what I thought on the new mix on Love Me Do and the new song. So there we go. Even though I'll have been able to hear the new song for a week, but yeah, streaming, I'm not into that. I want to wait until I hear it on the physical. But let's get wrapping up, because now I feel like I'm rambling. Once again, I want to thank all my subscribers, especially any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and do hit the notification bell. Also, please give the video a like if you liked it. It does help out the channel a lot. And if you have stuck around to this point, you must like it. So please give it a like, and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. But I'm going to get signing out. I'm Beatle Dustino, signing out.